Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is Tuesday, the 28th of May, 2024. We're looking at these really rare, really hard to find Fortnite figures. These are the 4-inch, 1/18 scale ones. Dr. Slone, this is like version 3 of it, I believe. And Madcap, who is probably my favourite Fortnite figure to date. Okay, so let's have a look at accessories. So Dr. Slone comes with this same sword you've seen before that she's come with previously in the other iteration or iterations. Nice sci-fi looking sword there. And also comes with this new alternate head, which does look pretty cool. It looks a bit like her armored version head, minus the sunglasses, but this is actually, oops, you can't see it. This is actually smaller, but the hair is very, very similar. We'll have a look at the comparison a bit later. Then Madcap comes with this awesome bladed weapon, which reminds me of sort of an ancient Egyptian weapon to a degree. I think it looks really, really cool. Very nice. Two fantastic looking figures. Now, before we get a close look, please consider joining the Patreon, link on the top right of the screen now. Get to see all the videos before they're published on YouTube, exclusive content from time to time, and prize draws as well. We've got a next prize draw happening next month in June. That's June 2024. So, close look, Dr. Slone. Such a fantastic head sculpt on this. Same as the gold version, but the glasses are a different colour. So good. Probably the best black woman head sculpt in 1/18 scale. And the eyes look great behind his glasses there. Really, really nice looking figure. Like this a lot. Not quite sure about the choice of clothes, but looks really, really good. I do like that. We can compare both heads here. You see the one on the left just looks like it's almost from a smaller figure. Looks a touch smaller. Both are very good looking, has to be said. Great looking figure. And then Madcap, but my one's like doesn't want to stand up properly half the time. Okay, Madcap is next. I'm really happy to get it. Only problem is I want about 4 or 5 more. Look at that sort of translucent blue up there. Looks fantastic going up into his head. Very cool looking. Such a great looking figure in, and he can work with fantasy and sci-fi. Very, very cool. So let's look at articulation. Dr. Slone first of all. So she can look left, right. She's got a really good down, has to be said, and a really good up. But there's no sort of side to side. Arms all the way around. Gets well over flat. Bicep, let's line it up. It's getting 90 degrees. Try to get this focus fixed. And then hand, she's got wave articulation on her left. And it looks like wave or gun. Ooh, I'm telling a lie. And gun articulation on her right. But with her sleeve sculpt, it's very hard to bend her legs. Then her wrist, sorry. Trunk, really nice forwards, backwards. Side to side is fantastic, and she can turn. But interestingly, it looks like there's no waist turn. No, there's no waist turn. It should, normally the old ones used to have a waist turn, a lot of the new ones don't. Then hips, oh look at that, taekwondo, negative side splits. Taekwondo for the Fortnite team, it's fantastic. A little bit ugly underneath though. Forwards is not bad, and backwards is small, but it's okay. There should be a thigh twist. It is underneath the trousers, the pants line. Knees are going to be the issue of these sculpting here. So you can see she still gets 90 degrees, sorry, from there. And then feet are the usual. There's no boot turn, but there's a swivel in, swivel out. There is a really good tippy toe and a decent, good dorsiflexation. What a great figure. I'm happy to have her, so I can now use the not so popular with me gold one's head, which is the same but different colour glasses, for customs or something. Plus she looks great. Then Madcap, who wants so many more. Look at the top, this is the top, look at that. Really like a mushroom. Here's articulation head. Great down, small up, sort of a twisting side to side, not the usual articulation. Shoulders all the way around to the side. I think it's going to be a bit of a... Oh, still over flat. Was not expecting that. bicep bend. It's not getting 90, but he looks great. We can see he's got a twist and he's got wave articulation in his wrist. Right side, it's gun articulation in his wrist. He's got separate trunk, quite high up compared to hers. He can turn, sort of, not really forwards, back, not really waist. His side to side, sorry. His waist can turn side to side. Hips feel a touch on the loose side, but again, he's getting a full split easy. Look at that. Fantastic. Forwards, there's resistance from the sculpting, so it's not great. And backwards, resistance from the coat. But still looks okay. There is an internal thigh twist. He's got a double kneecap. It's quite strange. Or rather, it's different for the other Fortnite ones we've seen. If I bend his cloak backwards, maybe I can get a better angle on this. So it's getting really, really quite tight. Well over 90 degrees, you can see. He's getting a tippy toe on this foot. Good dorsiflexation. Again, there's no boot turn, which is a shame, but he does have the inward and outward swivel. Very, very cool. I want more of him, really. I want another one of her, but I might just get another gold version since it's practically the same head. We'll have a look at that in a second. Okay. So what I'm doing now is quickly pause this, and I'll have them holding the accessories. See how they hold the accessories. They will go through size and comparison. So we'll be back in an instant. How great do they look? They look fantastic, both of them. So I'll do Madcap's height, then just quickly repose Dr. Slone so she's standing straight. Madcap, at the very top of his mad hat, is about 11 cm, so about just over 4¼ inches. And then just put Dr. Slone straight again. And I've also swapped her head around, you can see, to the alternate head. She's been a little bit shorter, not much shorter, mind you. She is about 10.5 cm, just under 4¼ inches. So we do a comparison of her and her other two. Now I've got the two other versions. This sword's a bit wide for her hands, but she can hold it. But my armored version, I've actually got another armored version, a box set. I've got to open the box set. The armored version is missing the waist piece. So we have this one, we have the one which is all in gold, which I was one of the first to have in review. This is basically the same figure, but doesn't look as good in the gold, if you ask me. But a different head. Then we have the armoured one, who are missing the waist section on this particular one, who's really good, but looks far more chunky, obviously being armoured. And that head is just so much bigger. And the feet are almost like clown feet. So you can see the head looks massive. The 3 Dr. Slones there. So if I bring this in and bring that one in, let's get a focus on these heads. See that the one on the right, the armoured one, is far more chunky. They've gone for the same hairstyle, but they're just much bigger on the right than on the left. Shame they couldn't keep the same sculpt. I mean, I'm glad they changed this other sculpt because it's more proportionate. But you see how our 3 Dr. Slones look there. Look very nice. Then if I use my Sigurd the Survivor, or Sigurd the Wanderer from Boss Fight Studios, to do a little comparison with a BFS figure compared to this Fortnite, because I think Madcap will work well with fantasy and sci-fi. But this is my fantasy figure here. Let's move my Slones over a touch. You can see that, yeah, scales very well with your Boss Fight Studios and other lines. 2 fantastic releases, which I really, really hope, I pray in fact, become far more accessible to everyone, so I can get more of myself as well, but you guys can get them too, because they are just fantastic. There is rumours that the Fortnite line will cease soon, because at the moment I did ask one of my suppliers, and they're still releasing figures, but it tends to be redecos, very few on the new ones. There are a few new ones that have yet to sort of make it to market. And I've got something which I can't show you guys because I'm not supposed to have it. But You know, let's just hope they all get made and all get put out to market, because this line is one of my favourites. Not because the figures are amazing, a bit too cartoony, but the sheer variety, and also they're so easy to use for customs, to chop and change parts, even cut up and take out joints and stuff to use on other figures. So, you know, for the common figures of the. So he's got so much potential with this line. Really, really nice figures. So happy I got them. I had to trade for them, which I was not so happy about, because I've sort of lost figures that's like, oh, I want to keep that. But if it's a figure I didn't want it that much in the first place, that was fine. But and the same guy wants a couple more figures from me, which I don't really want to trade, but I might consider because I want to get some more stuff. Very nice figures. I like them a lot. Very, very cool indeed. That's Dr. Slone and Madcap here from Fortnite. Okay, please like, share, subscribe. Consider joining the Patreon. Link in the video description below. And I'll see you next video soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.